Week 11 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on Tre'Davious White.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Green now, looking to throw on second down. Same target, it's Jacobs again. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Green. And that is incomplete. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. They'll start on the ground, Etienne.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Etienne. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. The Steelers at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, Green. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Down to the 42, 2nd down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 11 carries, 64 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And here's Green off the bootleg. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Green to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Green. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. To throw is Green. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Beats are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it. You think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Smith with a grab.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. These two teams all tied after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Ja'Marr Chase.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was Ja'Marr Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Shakir hauls it in.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Green. toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Now Green looking to throw on second down.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
To throw on second down. Green. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the mark.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Tyler Bass on the 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Green. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Green. from the gun on third down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's good. 4.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And he's going to use his legs here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Green to throw on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown.
Dawson Knox,
66 yards.
and the beats get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. Green. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Green, flush to his right, and it's caught. Touchdown.
Khalil Shakir as the first half is winding down. And the Beats are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And here's Green to throw on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Green. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, first down. Etienne up the middle.
And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Working with a 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Try to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now Green throwing to start the drive. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Green now, looking to throw on second down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Green. Running right through him.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Beats are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ja'Marr Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They'll look to throw again.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Steelers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's a gain of 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Green throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Off play action. Green. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They go with Jacobs, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Green now, throwing on 1st down. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end.
Complete to Dawson Knox. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And here's Green to throw on 2nd down.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Green. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not.
And now here's another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Green from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Green eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,